During these past 15 years I've of course talked with family and friends about what I've discovered, but never to the public at large. But this has changed now because of the new vision I've had. And against my need to remain a private person, I'm also obligated to inform anyone who will listen, like you, of what I know. I'd like you to keep in mind something very important. However, I don't know the time frame of what I saw, only that it is soon. My conjecture that 2004 is a year to watch out for is based upon information I've gathered over the past 9 months, and is very subjective. Remember this, as you continue reading this book. I don't know the day or hour, only that what I saw is going to happen. If you aren't prepared now, you should start preparing if you feel you should survive. I know that there are many people in this world who will not survive, in fact the vast majority of humanity. But I also know that those who do survive, know it now, can actually feel within themselves a compulsion to prepare and survive. And in later chapters I'll explain more to you about this, but for now let's take a journey and explore some of our common past. Houses built on sand, wormwood and history. Never in history have so many human beings been interested in a particular planet, it seems these days. Not a day goes by where you can't find some new information relating to Planet 10, from those that wholly believe to those that think believers in Planet 10 to be crazy. There is no shortage of opinions on either side. What I've tried to do, however, is to look at the issue of Planet 10 from all sides, sort of walk around the question, and see if I can see anything that might be missing, or rather may have been overlooked. Here's some of what I've found. The name of the star is Wormwood. A third of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the water, because it was made bitter. Revelation 8:11. Well, as you can imagine, my search began with the Bible, where indeed there is mentioned, a cryptic one to be sure, about a star, planet, of some kind called wormwood. And further research shows that we are far from the first generation of human beings to be concerned about this wormwood. So dreaded is the ancient knowledge of this planet that our ancestors handed down to each and every one of us, an instinctual knowledge of when it would come again. The devastation and utter destruction of life on this earth is even said to have produced in humanity an actual amnesia in us, because to remember it was too overwhelming. The ancient myths and legends of our ancestors is not only full of the stories of this planet's last visit, it's what they are all about, period. As a warning to the future, our ancestors built, upon every continent on Earth, pyramids and secreted in them the records of how and when this planet would return, and how to prepare for its coming. And what were they warning us about? Wormwood is reported to be 4 times larger, and 23 times more dense, than the Earth. The Bible states that when it passes, its magnetic and gravitational effects upon the Earth's molten iron core will cause increased earthquakes/volcanic eruptions, and other phenomena. Speaking of the last days, it states then the second angel sounded, and something like a great mountain, burning with fire, was thrown into the sea, and a third of the sea became blood. And a third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. Then the third angel sounded, and a great star fell from heaven, burning like a torch, and it fell on the third of the rivers, and on the springs of water. The name of the star is Wormwood. A third of the waters became wormwood, and many men died from the water, because it was made bitter. I have noticed over the last 10 years, the drastic changes in our present-day weather patterns, increased earthquake/volcanic activity, reports of the gradual slowing of the Earth's rotation, and geomagnetic planetary field deviations, and other anomalies. All of which are allegedly due to the energy being released by our planet in response to the gravitational field that is preceding Planet 10. And coupled with these changes are the efforts of world governments to keep telling us that everything is okay. NASA will continue to identify objects ahead and around Wormwood to misdirect attention. The normally helpful and professional NASA employees are being evasive and condescending when asked about it. How NASA has chosen to handle their knowledge of Planet 10 fits into a pattern of concealment. Wormwood/Planet 10 has intentionally been made to sound ridiculous and confusing for several reasons. One of which is to avoid causing panic among the world's population. Many websites and articles continue to be written about Planet 10 that spread lies,